San Diego Zoo.
Hi, I'm Tori Spelling, and I'm here at the world-famous San Diego Zoo at the Polar Bear Plunge exhibit that's opening today at noon.
Did you like it?
It's amazing. I mean, usually when you're at the zoo, you feel like you get to see the animals, but you're a little bit, disconnected. And this, with the movable wall, you are literally right there. It's so interactive. The bear came up and they fed her, and she was standing up. The wall moves with her. So it was pretty cool. You feel like you can feel the breeze, and you're right there with her.
So this is a conservation exhibit. What are you doing at home to save the world?
Oh, we do a lot. Our family has totally gone organic. We're conscious of our lights, and we really are trying to teach the kids, when you're done using your room when you leave, turn the lights out, always turn the water off when you're brushing your teeth, and we're just doing our little bits day by day in their everyday lives to kind of get them used to saving our planet.
What are you doing at home to save the environment?
Well, for one, I recycle. That's a big part, and I try to conserve water by using as little water as possible when I take a bath or a shower, and I also try to conserve energy. The problem for us kids is it's harder for us to try to conserve, so we have to try really hard.
Why is it harder for kids to try to conserve?
Well, with kids, they don't really have control over most of the things that happens in the house. It usually goes into their parents' hands, but kids can always remind their parents that let's try to conserve this and try to conserve that.
Well, I use the 3 R's, reuse, reduce, and recycle, and I also unplug my toaster when I'm not using it, and it's just really great to conserve because we all want to try and stop global warming.
And do you have any advice for kids out there about saving the world?
Do what you can, because in the end it all pays off.
What's your advice to kids to save the world?
One of the main things is definitely just don't use as much stuff as you need to. Like, turn off all the things that you're using. So, like, if you're using some type of electronic or computer or something like that, just turn it off when you're done using it. When you're done charging your cell phone, you can just unplug it because you're still using energy, even though it's not actually plugged into the actual cell phone.
And what's the biggest misnomer you think that kids think about saving the environment?
They think that if they do something, it's going to be just them doing it, nobody else is going to do it. But if one person does it and the next person does it, it can be kind of a domino effect where everybody wants to do it, and even one person can make a huge difference.
My name is Todd, Gloria. I'm the council member for City of San Diego District 3. Here at the city, we're working hard to try and reduce our carbon footprint. We've updated our general plans to try and make sure that people live closer in, they have to travel less, can walk to more functions, to use bicycle and public transit. But probably more importantly, here in Balboa Park, we're spending $2 million this year to try and bring the park into environmental balance, adding solar trees, reducing water consumption, making our buildings more efficient. But we're trying to make a commitment to demonstrate to the general public that the city is serious about saving the environment, and we're asking our citizens to follow our good example and do the same at their home.
What are you doing at home to save the world?
We do a lot of stuff daily, my family and I, and actually recently I'm redoing my home, redoing my landscaping, and ripping out all of my natural grass and putting in a fake lawn, which will save a lot of water. It's green and is one of the big things, major changes that I've made at my home. And daily we are always recycling. My kids are very conscientious as well of recycling too.
The fake grass, does it look like grass? Does it feel like grass?
The fake lawn is it doesn't look like AstroTurf. It's amazing. They've really worked really hard to make it look like real grass, and it's just very green, and you save so gallons and tens of thousands of gallons of water watering your lawn. And living in California, where it's sunny year-round pretty much, we use a lot of water in our landscaping, and so that was one way of us really cutting down on that.
What are you doing at home to save the world?
Well, we definitely try to recycle, and we pack lunches in lunch boxes and try to use containers as much as possible instead of Ziploc bags. And we use green products.